Hello students. So today we'll discuss the Bayes theorem. So Bayes theorem is basically like based on conditional probability. So conditional probability says always, as we have discussed, that P A given B, which says the probability of A given a condition B. So for example, if we are saying like 10% of products of A are defective. So that means, what is this line means? 10% of the products of A are defective. So this is the probability of defective from A. So that is like probability of defective given that it is from machine A is 0.1. So 10% means 0.1. So that is the meaning of like this particular statement. So let's consider this Bayes theorem now. So let's suppose a question is there is a certain factory which is having three machines A, B and C. So A produces 20% of the output, B produces 40% or you can say 50% of the output, and C the rest. So 50 plus 20 70, and the third machine will produce 30% of the output. So this is the probability of the products manufactured by a machine A, B and C. Now we are given with that the probability of a defective product, or you can say the probability of the machine A, we can say like out of 20%, we can say that 2% of the products are defective from machine A, then 3% of the products are defective from machine B, and let's suppose 4% of the products are defective from machine C. So this is the another thing which we are given to us, that 2% of the products are defective from machine A, 3% of the products of machine B are defective, and 4% of the products machine C are defective. Now we want to find that we have selected a particular product. We have selected a product and we have find that it was a defective. We know that it was a defective. We have selected a particular product, it was defective. We have to find the probability that it comes from machine A. So we have to find probability that it comes from machine A. So that is our question is. So that means what we have to find. So that is all about the Bayes theorem. You have to identify that what we have to find. We have to find that we have already know that the product is defective, means we have to find that it comes from machine A given that it is already a defective. So we want to find the probability of A given D. So that is the thing you have to identify in Bayes theorem, basically like what we have to find. So this statement clearly shows like we have select a particular product, it was defective. So that means we have given with the condition that it was a defective, we have to find the probability that it comes from machine A. So that is why it is PA we have to find given a condition D. So the formula for Bayes theorem says that is P of A given D is equal to P of D given A into probability of A divided by all the, like the same thing in which we have all the machines. So which is like P of D given A into PA. So we have total of 3 machines. So P of D given A into PA plus P of D given B into PB plus P of D given C into PC. Now everything you have, just you have to put in the formula and calculate the answer. So what is your P D given A? So that is the 2%. What is this 2% is? 2% are defective from machine A. So that means you are given with probability of defective from machine A. So that means condition is given to you which is A, and probability of D is 0.02. 2% means 0.02. Similarly, probability of D given B is 0.03 and probability of D given C is 0.04. And what is the probability of A is 0.2, probability of B is 0.5 and probability of C is 0.3. Now you have all the figures, put in the formula and calculate the answer. So PD given A. So PD given A is 0.02 multiplied by probability of A is 0.2. divided by 0.02 into 0.2 plus d given b is 0.03 into 0.5 plus 0.04 into 0.3. So you will solve this, so you will get your probability of that the product is selective. We have found that it was defective, but it comes from machine A. So that is your Bayes theorem. Now if the question says you have to find that the probability that it comes from either machine A or B. So the question says we have found a particular product, but now we have to find that it comes from either of the machine A or B. So in the same way, we have already found the product which is defective. So we have found that for A. Now B we can find out with the same way. So we can find this by probability of D given B into PB divided by the numerator will be the same, which is your D given A into PA plus probability of D given B into PB plus probability of D given C into PC. So in the same way you can calculate all the figures now you have. So this comes 0.03 into 0.5 divided by the same denominator, and you will get the answer of probability of B given D. Now the question says A or B, either it comes from machine A or B. So then you have to, that is A or B means what is the probability of A given D plus probability of B given D. So you have to add these two probabilities to get your answer of either of that the product is defective and it comes from either machine A or B. So that is your Bayes theorem. So in which you have to identify first that what